What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Detroit Poker. This is episode 7 of my video series on how to beat 1-2 no limit hold'em for beginners, losing players, and break-even players. Alright, so we've talked about a fair amount of basics for the game, and this is a topic that people have asked some questions about in the comment section in the previous videos. So bankroll management. People were asking, some people want to know like how much bankroll they need to play poker and so on and so forth. So I'm going to do my best to answer that question. First of all, I'd like to say that it's going to vary like wildly from person to person. The point that you're at in your life has a big impact on how much of a bankroll that you need. So like just start off with the basics. Like if you haven't proven anything and you don't know if you can beat this game yet, I assume you have a job or some form of employment. So that being said, if you make a shit ton of money, like you don't need a bankroll. You just, every time you want to go play poker, just take $600 down there and keep track of your results. But like if you're somebody that doesn't make a shit ton of money, like I don't know, 98% of the United States of America probably. I mean, you can't go down there with your entire paycheck and you're living paycheck to paycheck. Like, let's say you make $500 a week and, you know, like you have all your bills paid up and that $500 is like all the money you have. Like, don't go down to the casino and play poker like that. I mean, you're going to be stressed out about whether you can lose the money. And if you do lose the money, it's going to put you in a stressful situation. It's just no way to play poker. Scared money. You see these people all over the place at 1-2 tables. The only way they win is just get lucky as hell and just hit a run of cards. So, like, I would recommend, like, if you have a job and, you know, you're making it in life or whatever, scraping by, just save up, like, at least $500 or $600 for every little mini attempt you're going to take at, you know, getting into 1-2 no limit hold'em. So, save up $500-$600 that you can lose. Go down, get in a 1-2 no limit hold'em game, and buy $200 in $5 chips and get the rest in green, like $25 chips, and sit down at the table and keep that green in your pocket. Every time you get below 200, you top off to 200. You play your game. You try to make 0 mistakes. The results are irrelevant. All you're trying to do is sit there and play perfect poker, or as close to it as you can get. At least your perfect poker. You're not trying to give money away, make shitty calls, all that. You're just trying to make a good decision every single time. And if you win, then that's the start to your bankroll right there. So save up. That's my official advice for people that are just trying to get like poker going as a side gig. Let's say you work part-time and part-time income suffices your bills and you have a lot of time. And you want to play a lot of poker. You want to have a bankroll to play poker, and let's say you just have a really flexible job and you have the time to devote to poker. You can pay 25, 30 hours a week and you need a bankroll. Well, if your job covers your bills, then I would advise you to keep that job, obviously. And if you've proven that you can be a winner, you probably won't need much more than $3 to $5 grand as a working bankroll for 1-2 or 1-3, maybe a little bit bigger for 1-3, but if you haven't proven yourself as a winner, I guess you could start with $3,000 and you could just use that as your bankroll to start. And there's going to be lessons, and you're probably going to go busto multiple times, because I did. Lastly, I will address the people that are probably wondering if they want to do this as a primary source of income, how much of a bankroll do they need? It depends on what kind of style you're playing. Number one, if you're playing loose aggressive style, you're going to need a way bigger bankroll than you would to play like tight aggressive, because you're going to have swings like just, oh my God, you're going to have the swings if you're a lag. And if you're tight aggressive, I mean, it's a much lower variance way to play, but you're not going to have like huge upswings, but you're not going to have huge downswings either. So tight aggressive, low variance style. If you're trying to do this for a living and have no fear about money or anything, I would recommend 6 months of living expenses, all your fixed expenses paid for 6 months, food, gas, all that shit into there. So if your monthly nut with for you to eat, put gas in your car, pay your rent, whatever, all that shit added together, if it's $2,000 a month, then $12,000 for life roll and $5,000 for a working bankroll for 1-2. And that's assuming that you're a winning player and you've proven it and it's worth it to take the risk. This might sound outrageous amount of bankroll to have to you, but like if you want the best shot of success and the least amount of stress, that's the way to go. 6 months living expenses, a workable bankroll. Because like playing poker for a living is really tough. Probably less than 5% of the people that play poker are actually able to make a living off poker and not fail. And I've gone busto multiple times. It's really, really tough to make it through the downswings. And if you don't have like your living expenses saved up and then you're starting to freak out, like then you got to dip into your roll to pay your bills, and then you can see you just get wiped out. Yeah. I officially think like $5,000 plus 6 months living expenses, and that'll get you started. But like the bankroll management, this is kind of like a tangent that I'm about to go off here, but like if you want to play poker for a primary source of income, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's a really tough way to make a living, and it's much better if you had multiple hustles and poker was just one of them. Like if you were a contractor, did side work, something to generate income sometimes, and poker is another way to generate income. And like maybe you have like I don't know what people would do for side hustles. Maybe they design something, or they're a tattoo artist or whatever. Like just multiple sources of income. That's probably the least stressful way to play poker, where it's not like the main hustle, it's just one of your hustles. That's pretty much all I have to say about bankroll and what I think would be a good place to start based on varying life factors. Let's hear some comments about this, guys. Some of you that maybe there are some grinders out here that make a living from poker and are watching this video, drop me some comments. Let me know what you think about the bankroll. I think it's a pretty broad subject, can't be covered quickly. If you like the series so far, you definitely should consider subscribing. Hit me up with a thumbs up if you guys would be so kind, or thumbs down if you didn't like the video, whatever you want to do. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, video number 8.